Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. Hello, out there in YouTube land. Kisses to all of you. Let's get to it. It's the Meghan Show. It's the Meghan Show. It's the Meghan Show. Oh, yeah. Kisses to all of you. Give yourselves a big hug. And it is Friday. I'm not going to keep you long. I just wanted to do a quickie video and let you know that thank you for my live. Thank you, Sue, for the shout out. Thank you guys for my super stickers, my chip jar, and also my lovely gifts I got this week from Raquel and Nancy. Thank you so much. That's that stupid stuff. And I did talk to my mom and sister. They're coming over this weekend. So, hey, look for a live, okay? Not a live, but look for us to be on there. Hold on one second. Yes, look for us to be on the video this week. My sister, me, and my mom. Okay. I'm just going to play a few clips of some information, and I'm going to deep dive it, and then I'm going to let you guys go, okay? Let's start with this gentleman.
You know, this was a couple with Harry and Meghan who had already been attacking the royal family in the most personal way in the Oprah Winfrey interview. So on the one hand, they're attacking, then on the other hand, oh, here's a lovely tribute to...
So he's saying, here's the two couples, Meghan and Harry. What we're going to talk about today is how Meghan and Harry holds on to their titles, hold on to trying to be connected to the royal family, but at the same time mistreat them, and how they cannot be both, how their titles need to be stripped from them, but King Charles probably doesn't have the stomach to do it. But we're just going to recap some stuff as to why we feel this way about Harry and Meghan. And also we're going to talk about how brainwashed Harry is. He's in a cult-like situation with this woman. You can tell he's just like a child, and she's the mom. And so here we go. Let's get back to it.
This was a couple with Harry and Meghan who had already been attacking the royal family in the most personal way in the Oprah Winfrey interview. So on the one hand, they're attacking, then on the other hand, oh, here's a lovely tribute to my grandma. Well, you can imagine her feeling, this feels manipulative, you know.
He's talking manipulation. Meghan is the biggest manipulator. She manipulated the queen into thinking that she was going to come into the royal fold and be this savior, or this black goddess that was going to change the monarchy forever in a good way. That's what we believed. We believed that Meghan was going to come into the royal family and enhance it, bring about good things, like how Catherine is bringing about good things. Meghan is not bringing that. She never brought that. She lied. She pretended just so that she could get her hands on a prince, get her noticed from all her A-lister new friends that she has. And that's pretty much it. Meghan never was intending to work as a working royal. She never was going to stay in the United Kingdom. She always had plans to leave, and this is the way she went about doing it. But what this gentleman is saying, he's saying that the queen was manipulated by Meghan. On one hand, Meghan, them are talking about they're racist. She was suicidal. They fed her to the wolves. And then on the flip side, she uses the word Duchess of Sussex, monetize it, tries to make money behind it. And this gentleman is saying you can't have it both ways. And you have to believe that the queen saw Meghan manipulating as soon as she saw that Oprah debacle. But not just the Oprah debacle, just everything that Meghan was doing, putting out statements, lying, talking about they were going to go and live a private life, taking the name Lilibet that she didn't give her permission to take, demanding things, wanting the same privileges that William and Catherine were getting, but in reality, Meghan was getting better treatment than them. They gave her the fast track into the monarchy. She became a working senior royal. She didn't become a royal. She was a senior working royal. So for her to say that they treated her so bad was a lie, because we saw them involve Meghan. We saw them bring her over into the fold and accept her, just like they accepted Catherine. But unfortunately, they were doing this with a manipulator, a liar, a narcissistic, a sociopath, someone that didn't care about the monarchy, the Queen, nor Harry, nor his country. And she just still doesn't care. We saw that when she went to the Bob Marley concert, shaking hands with the Prime Minister that dissed William and Catherine. No, I think Meghan and Harry knew that he was going to be there. They know the controversy. They love this stuff. Meghan loves drama. She feeds off of it. It's like one of those, it's like some people just feeds off of negativity and just that surrounds them. It lives with them. It's on a daily, constant basis. And so Harry trying to get his mental health together and trying to, be better himself, went about marrying someone that drug him to the other side of where he wants to be. Harry cannot be happy with Meghan constantly attacking his family and then him helping. Harry looks like he's in a situation where he shouldn't be in. He looks depressed, just out of it. He doesn't look like he is on the up and up. I can't think of the word to say it. But grifters, manipulation, the manipulation of Meghan. Meghan manipulated the Queen into thinking that she was going to be a part of something bigger than herself. But what kills me is that when she told Oprah that she wrote this long, big note, long, big story to Elizabeth explaining to her, "Hi, Elizabeth, I'm going to come over there and I'm going to work hard with Harry. Here's my resume. I've been doing this before. I even met Harry. I'm a philanthropist. I'm an influencer. I give to charities. I do all of this. So I'm going to bring that same energy over into the royal fold." Meghan lied. She lied to the Queen. She lied to Harry. She lied to everyone. Meghan was never going to come over and do the things that she said she was going to do for the Queen. And then when she did do it, she only did it for 15 minutes and she left. But she manipulated the Queen. She manipulated everyone. She manipulated all of us. And she continues to manipulate and do things that are controversy and not on the up and up. Like, if Meghan, to me, feels like an enemy within. Because if you could treat people that have treated you with such respect and admiration and invited you into their home, into their lives, and trusted you, and then you turn around and talk about them on live TV and trash the thing that made you important. The only reason why she can get dressed and go over there to that Bob Marley in Jamaica is because of Harry. Not her own connections. Harry has to be invited for Meghan to be invited. Because she, even though she became the Duchess of Sussex, it made her famous, but it didn't make her more important than Harry. The connection to Harry is why she's able to be in Hollywood, to go to Jamaica and shake hands with a prime minister, and to do anything. But let her tell it. She did all of this on her own, and Harry was lucky to have her and all this other stupid stuff. But the problem is, the issue is, the sad part about it is that Meghan walks around and trashes the family and mistreats them on every level. She just got through with the end game. Come on, guys. And so isn't it time to start looking at the titles? You can't be connected to the monarchy and have the Duchess of Sussex. You can't have those privileges and then turn around and mistreat the very thing that is giving you your fame or helping you financially, helping you with your popularity, helping you with everything. The only reason why Meghan is in Hollywood is because she married Prince Harry. And so now she's trying to do all her stuff. Let's listen to what the guy said one more time, because I want to go back to the manipulation. I went off into something else.
This was a couple with Harry and Meghan who had already been attacking the royal family in the most personal way in the Oprah Winfrey interview.
Meghan and Harry were attacking the family in the most personal way, in the most intimate way. And if you are going to attack your work of, I would say, your place of employment, because Meghan treated the royal family like a job, like a business. She went over there taking stuff and married into the family and thought that she was going to be be the queen. Because that's what you guys said. Meghan is not going to be happy until she becomes the queen. But then the monarchy, Prince Harry, Queen Elizabeth, all of them afforded her a new life, a privilege. And instead of cultivating that and treating it with respect and dignity, she trashed it on every time you can look your head up, she's doing something negative towards the monarchy. And so if you're doing something detrimental to your work of employment, you have to cut ties with that person because they can't represent the monarchy anymore. As long as Meghan uses the Duchess of Sussex, there's still that connection. As long as they have those titles, there's still a connection. And in my personal opinion, I just believe that the titles should be taken away because you don't serve them anymore. You're not doing anything positive with the Duchess of Sussex. You're being negative. There's always a negative tone, controversy. Catherine and King Charles talked about the racism. I have to go back to that book because that, to me, well, before this, one of Meghan's last major conflicts, last major negative thing that she's done was actually naming King Charles and Catherine racist as racist. After which they had said that it was unconscious bias, which that was a lie, in which Harry came out and said Meghan never said that. So they can't keep their lies straight. First of all, Harry can't keep it straight with Meghan because Meghan's going to change her mind when she blinks. And the way she treats him, I was over there at Popcorn Planet and he was showing a clip of them having a conversation. I don't know if they were arguing, but I just feel like she asked him to do something and then they were having a discussion and then he got up and walked out to go do it, I guess. But I mean, I didn't read too much into it. I don't think they were arguing at the place. I think Meghan's gonna put on her face that, oh, I'm not mean to my husband. He's, I don't treat him like that. He's not a puppet. He is a puppet. Moving on.
Most personal way in the Oprah Winfrey interview.
Meghan and Harry talked about everyone in that family on a personal level. They talked about things that were personal, that were private, and it was a despicable thing to do. But then she turns around and she wants us to bow to her and call her, oh, hi, Duchess of Sussex. Hello, Princess. No, that's not how things work. And I really do believe that at some point, all titles need to be stripped. I'm an advocate for it now, but I don't really think that it matters. I think her reputation is what it is. I think people have already formed their opinion about her. And I didn't really see that she got this big reception at the Jamaica event. People wasn't like, there go Meghan, and word on the street was somebody said the F word to her in the audience. Told them to F off or something. They said something negative. I forgot what they said. We said it on our live the other day.
Most personal way in the Oprah Winfrey interview.
That's that
so on the one
stuff.
hand, they're attacking, then on the other hand, oh, here's a lovely tribute to my grandma. Well, you can imagine her feeling, this.
So you're going to do a lovely tribute to your grandma with the name Lilibet. But didn't get permission to do it. Just took it upon herself to take the name. I have a problem with that. And I know I keep bringing it up. But that is one of the latest things that Meghan has done. She lied to us and told us that she got permission. Let's move on. And every time they have they go somewhere or do something, they are addressed as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And I'm cringing when she uses it, because it's like, how dare you use this name? And it's everything that you hate. You can't support the monarchy, and you can't use the name and not support the monarchy and hate on it like you do. You can't be connected to the royal family through Harry and think that that's gonna be enough. No, like Harry's a prince. He is not the king, and he is that by his father. Meghan is something I wanted to say, but I can't get it out. So let's move on. Okay.
This feels manipulative. You know, I can imagine it just made her feel a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, this was a couple.
Of course, Elizabeth was uncomfortable. She was starting to see the corruptness of who Harry had let into their family. It's Harry's fault that he brought this up in there. This Jezebel. He didn't vet her well enough. And then he almost like push her in the family. And then every time Meghan started crying or whining or complaining about someone in the family, Harry was trying to protect her, thinking that his family was after Meghan. No, I think when I look at Harry now, I think Harry has realized this ain't good. And soon and very soon, divorce is coming. And this fake, let's show up and pretend like we're a couple, pretend like we're this lovey-dovey couple and we're doing this together is stupid. No, Harry was probably invited to Jamaica. She called him up and said, honey, I want to go. I want to go to the Jamaica too. Of course, Meghan wants to rub shoulders with the who's and who's. She didn't want to rub shoulders at the at the aviation. Moving on.
If you're the Duke of Sussex or Duke and Duchess of Sussex, I just find it very uncomfortable, and I think a huge number of your viewers would agree.
Okay, here we go. Let's start over.
The Duke of Sussex or Duke and Duchess of Sussex, I just find it very uncomfortable, and I think a huge number of your viewers would agree, that you either respect the system, you have your titles, everyone sort of doffs their hat, especially in the US.
You either respect the system, respect the titles, respect the system that gave you the title. If you can't respect the system, then why don't you walk away from it? because there's a big negative undertone surrounding Meghan. And she literally, to me, acts like she hates the royal family, distasteful, because every time she gets a moment, she wants to say something or do something that is detrimental to the royal family. And so that is why the titles need to be taken back. That way they'll realize, okay, she's not associated with them anymore. She's not connected to that anymore because A, she's negative about it anyway. Why does she still want to hang on to something that she doesn't like? No, because she's a taker. Let's hear him finish saying this.
You respect the system, you keep your titles, and either you play a positive role, as a lot of the roles do in this.
Either you play a positive role or you're not. When she went over there to Jamaica, she didn't sit down with the prime minister and say, how can we, continue this relationship with the UK? No, it was I don't know why she was over there shaking his hand, but it wasn't a good look. It really wasn't. And more is coming out about it. But my first impression about her shaking hands with someone that wants to demolish the Commonwealth or monarchy from his country. No, Meghan set the tone in that docuseries. She conjured up this racism and colonialism to try and, like this gentleman is saying, if you're not for it, then maybe you should step away from it.
As a lot of the royals do in this country, or you live quietly as individuals.
Or you go off and you live quietly without the Duchess of Sussex, that name, and stop using it since it brings you so much harm, meaning the monarchy or the royals.
But you can't trade and trash.
You cannot trade and trash. You cannot make money off of the monarchy, off of Harry's family, Meghan, and then turn around and trash them all at the same time. You can't do the same. It just doesn't. It's like oil and water. It doesn't mix.
Trade on your royal status whilst at the same time trashing it. And so I think, for me, I just think that's wrong.
I do too. It's very wrong. It's very wrong. Last video, guys.
Could Prince Harry return to the UK as a single man? That's what Princess Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell, is predicting. And he's made some other pretty wild claims about the Duke of Sussex. He says a brainwashed Prince Harry has finally woken up to the truth about his wife, Meghan Markle.
He is a very calculating, manipulative.
Even if Harry has woken up, he's still asleep. He can't get out of it. It's like he's in bondage. You tell me what you think. Do you think he's in some type of, I think he's in a cult-like situation where he can't get out. And it's like a contract. He cannot get out of this situation. I truly believe that. I do. Gotta work my phone. Both phones are dead, and I don't want this video to go out. So, Harry. Where is Harry? Harry looks like he's still in this box, and it's him and Meghan, and that's it. Like, he doesn't have a life of his own. He doesn't have thoughts of his own. It's like she stole him too.
He's a very calculating, manipulative woman.
There that word again. There it is again. Let's hear him say it again.
A very calculating, manipulative woman who...
Calculated, strategic, very smart in what she's doing. big time manipulator. She's good at it. She's been doing it all her life. She knows how to do it. She can act and do it. Okay? She's very manipulative. And she manipulates Harry. And Harry looks like he just goes along with it.
Has got Harry in her clutches, and
she's got Harry in her clutches. If Harry could get out of this brainwash kind of state-like situation that he was in, he would be able to sit this woman down. He would be able to shut it down. Shut down the trashing, shut down the attacks, just shut it down. Everything that Meghan says and do, he goes along with it.
she knows that this is worth millions to her.
The former butler claims Harry is only staying in the marriage so that he can see his two children, Archie and Lily.
I believe that. I believe he is staying in the marriage because of his kids. And I don't think that Harry is just going to walk away and be like, oh, He's going to stay there with the kids. He's not going back to the UK. He's going to have to get him a little bunker over here in the United States so he can stay connected to the kids. But here's the problem. Meghan is going to play dirty when it comes time to divorce time. She's going to pull no punches. She's going to lie on him to the point where she's going to have to bring evidence. So Harry better watch out. She's probably already blackmailing him. Harry, if you leave me, I'm going to take the kids. And he believes it. And that was one reason why she was running over here, so that she could have full control over him and the kids. What would be wrong with Harry getting on a plane and taking them kids to go see King Charles?
The marriage so that he can see his two children, Archie and Lilibet, grow up. Burrell believes that the exiled royal will soon return to home soil for good, and most likely without...
No, he will never turn home to soil unless he can take his kids with him.
Meghan.
I think it will end in tears, and Harry will return to England one day. But you know what? His brother will put his arm around him and say, welcome home.
He will.
Because that's the kind of guy that William is.
Yep, I believe that
Prince
too.
Harry...
I believe William will come around and forgive his brother. But I don't think he will forgive his brother as long as he is with this Jezebel. Because she is the problem in the marriage. She is the one that's dividing the family. She divided her family. Her father has had 2 strokes. We don't know how long he has. But does Meghan care? No. She's holding something that he did a long time ago and said that he's dead to her. Listen, I'm out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Kisses to you. Just a short video. We're going to come back this weekend. You get to hear from my mom and my sister. Get a fresh perspective on this stuff. Kisses to you. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit share and like. Please share. Bye-bye.